making our second visit here in the fall as part of the NBA Global Games. We'll be playing the Sacramento Kings in Shanghai and Beijing. And so this is an opportunity for us to come here this month, meet with some prospective sponsors and advertisers, and kind of get ready for a week-long trip here in the fall. So we're very excited to be here, and I think it's my 6th trip already. I think the move to Brooklyn has helped dramatically. I think our jerseys are selling here more so than they ever have. The Chinese consumer and basketball fan seems to resonate, or Brooklyn seems to resonate with them. And I think given some of our players, last year obviously Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, Darren Williams, Joe Johnson, these are names that are recognizable here. And when we come back in the fall, we'll have some recognizable players certainly that will be with us, and I think the brand here will continue to grow. Well, I mean, I think only one team can win the championship out of 30. And if you don't win it, it doesn't mean that the 29 teams that didn't win the championship, have not had a good season. My goal with the team is for us to be competitive every year, to be relevant, to be part of the conversation. And obviously, you've got to be a little lucky to win a championship. Our ownership is committed, as you can see. They are providing us with all the resources we need to be successful. And when we went to Brooklyn, we've made the players for the first 2 years. Year one, we lost in the 7th game of the first round. Last year, we lost to obviously the Heat in the 2nd round. So I think we're obviously getting better. And I think we'll be a very, very competitive team this year. We've got a new coach in Lionel Hollins, a veteran coach, someone that's been there for a long time before. We've got a nice mix of players this year. When you look at our roster, our GM Billy King's done an incredible job. We've got 10 players that are 30 and under in age, so we've gotten younger this offseason. We've got a lot of young players that I think are going to evolve into very good players. I think we've gotten faster, on the court because we've gotten younger, and we're very versatile. And 2 of our players that were somewhat injured last year should be back full strength. Brook Lopez will be back. Darren, I think, will be healthier. And so I'm excited. I think we have a chance to be very, very competitive. Well, I think social media in general is something that we're very committed to. We've got a pretty extensive social media department. We don't do traditional advertising, or at least not as much as we used to. Social media enables us to, in a real-time way, connect to consumers and fans. And obviously, I'm pretty active on Twitter, and I believe it's a way to connect to the fans, to hear the fans. Our fans have an opinion, and it's good to hear that opinion and respond to it. And yes, I give away my seats to various events, whether it be Nets games or concerts or family shows. And it's just my way of giving back to the fans. And depending on the event, they get very excited about it. Well, I mean, I think, my responsibility, we've grown enormously since we moved to Brooklyn. And we've got, just on the marketing and sales side of the business, about 160 people. That doesn't include the operations of the Barclays Center, the people that are operating the venue. So we have a pretty extensive staff. So, my role, first and foremost is to create a culture, both for the arena and the team that's conducive to being successful. And I spend a lot of time with my employees. But what I like to do and spend most of my time is building the brand. That's what I've always done in my career, and I continue to do it. the challenge to be competitive every year, the challenge to have a voice in the marketplace. I mean, there's 9 pro sports teams in New York, so you want to be relevant and you want to be competitive. You want to be part of that conversation every day, right? You want to make sure that you can keep growing the brand. Obviously, there's the challenge of relocating the Islanders, and that's going to be one of my newest and biggest challenges, I think, over the next 12 months. The Barclays Center has had an incredible first 2 years. So the challenge there is to maintain it and grow it. Well, all I'd say to them is, I often tell people dream big. Dream big.
Yeah.
It's, aspire and to be who you want and to do what you want. And whatever you end up doing, and whether it's in the sports business or otherwise, be passionate about it. I think passion is an incredible part of anyone's success. I'm very passionate about what I do every day. I love getting up. I love being in the industry I'm in. And I think for young kids today that are looking to get into the industry, I think what they need to do is make sure they're passionate about it. And it's not so much about the money early on. It's about learning the industry, being committed to it. And then ultimately, if you're good at it, all the benefits will eventually come.